It's Saturday, and if you don't know what that means by now, I don't know what to tell you. It's Saturday morning summons. Today we're here on Roll IT's account. We've summoned for him roughly 1 billion times. We do have a few blessings. He is looking for new months. Oh, he's got the shiny 9-year Transcendence Scroll. That's most likely going to lead to nothing but disappointment. Let's get it started. He's looking also for new units. I did take a look at the new games coming out on Google Play because, of course, I didn't see all the games. I just saw like, oh, there's a couple things that are probably they look interesting by the thumbnail, and then they're just gonna be nonsense. So let's get the disappointment over with early. We have a game called Kingdom Hunter Heroes. I don't think we saw that before. Kingdom Hunter Heroes from the developers of Kingdom Hunter, which seems like a Dungeon Hunter. This gives me Dungeon Hunter Champions vibes of like, oh, let's take the Kingdom Hunter franchise and turn it into a different game of a different thing, and it's mobile, and it's actually, I think that would be disrespectful to Gameloft, considering, even though like Dungeon Hunter Champions had its issues. There we go. This is like one of the only monsters I really care to even try to summon is Carlos. Big GZ. I think that's a hip-hop artist, is Big GZ. But no, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah. I think it would be a disservice to Dungeon Hunter Champions because even though that game, I wonder if it's still... It like died and they still kept the servers open. So I wonder if it's still like if I tried to download it, if that would even work, or if it's like completely dead. If anyone knows, I'm just curious. But yeah, it's at first glance it seems like that, but Dungeon Hunter Champions was actually a game that Gameloft worked on. They actually put effort into making a pretty decent game, a pretty good game. I for what it was one of the better mobile gacha hero collector games. So I can't take. There was some things in the end where, you know, I guess business decisions that I wouldn't have made. So, but in terms of the game itself, the game was it had effort put into it, which I can't say about Kingdom Hunter Heroes because it looks like a real cookie cutter mobile city builder. They're going to try to sponsor me, aren't they? I feel I'm going to say this, and then they're going to try to sponsor me, and I'm going to be like, next week on the channel, I'm going to be like, guys, this brand new amazing game, Kingdom Hunter Heroes. And you guys are going to be like, how much did they pay you? It must have been a lot if he went back on saying it was just a cookie cutter city builder. Well, here we go. But yeah, I mean we've done sponsorships for the cookie cutter city builder. So yeah, this looks. If you've played one city builder, you've played this city builder. Some of them are different. Sometimes they do some interesting things with the graphics and the city that you build is some kind of. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. No, you might want to keep dupe. We do have one blessing that we may. Where he wants to use it for the ancient transcendence, so we're keeping it in the wings. Tiana's a good unit to have dupes of, though, so I'm not going to feed Tiana. Two nat 5s though so far. That's not bad. Yeah, Kingdom Hunter Heroes. I kind of was hoping that it was going to be. I don't think I was really hoping. I looked at him like it's a mobile game. I'm burned out. I'm burned out from these. Undawn. I think we mentioned Undawn before. Yeah, we mentioned Undawn before. I remember this. Explore, adapt, and survive in Undawn, a free-to-play open-world survival RPG. It's like an open-world survival game mixed with PUBG, mixed with City Builder, mixed with mechs. This game is mixed with, I think, zombies. I think they're trying to do too much. Oh, it's by the same developer as PUBG. So, I think that stands to reason that it would look kind of like PUBG. It's not that shocking. All right. Well, at least maybe we'll have the PUBG part down. Harry Potter Magic Awakened is what is the issue? It's not out for global. It's like a soft. I don't remember what it was. Someone told me it was. I think it was Heaven's Royalty that told me it was like a soft launch, where they have a global version available, but it's not actually out yet on the global app stores. But there is a global version available for Harry Potter Magic Awakened. So. Yeah, it has a new icon for the game. It's been out for years now. It's been out in China for years. But it has a new icon, and it's almost going to be out for global. So that's great. And I was like, yeah, it's probably not going to be that. Probably people aren't going to care too much about it when it's on global. But he seemed to Heaven's Royalty seemed to disagree. He was like, no, I think it will be something that people care about. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? If he says so, then I'll give it a second chance. It's not really a second chance. I actually do like the game. I think the game is fun. It's got some good gameplay. I think it was well done for a mobile game. Also, it has a PC client. It is a pretty fun Harry Potter game. It is nowhere near the level of atrocity that the other mobile Harry Potter games are just nonsense. This one is like Clash Royale, but Harry Potter version. Not quite the same graphics as Clash Royale, but like more fun graphics than that. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's like one of those card battler things where your energy replenishes, and then as soon as you get like 4 energy points or 4 wizarding points or whatever, I don't even know. I played the it was either Chinese or it was something else. I don't know, but I played one of the versions that was not in English. I don't know what the points are called, honestly. I was trying to make things happen. I was like guessing. I'm like, oh, maybe we do this, maybe we do that. Yeah. Big shocker, probably to some people. I'm not fluent in Chinese. I know a little tiny bit. That's about it. So I can't really don't know what's going on with any of that. But yeah, it's got a stupid straw. The game doesn't have a stupid straw. I'm just commenting that there's a straw. Is this whole issue with this? We'll talk about the straw in a second. This is like a 30 minutes of straw conversation we need to have. But yeah. I don't remember what I was saying. Harry Potter Magic Awakened. They changed the icon, whatever. We also have Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth. Oh yeah, we talked about this a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of like a Summoner's War clone meets Dragon Champions. It reminds me a lot of a Dragon Champions with Lord of the Rings characters. If you guys don't know what Dragon Champions is, it's like Shredded Puzzle's favorite game. It's his absolute favorite game of all. It's probably not his favorite game of all time, but it's a game that he plays. And I'm sure you guys, many of you have seen it on your channel, like, what is this? What is this game? We did a sponsored promo for Dragon Champions at some point a while ago. So it's surprisingly not as greedy, like for a mobile game. There's some pros and cons. Some of the animations are a little bit not, what is the nicest way I can put this? A little rough. Let's just say that. Some of the animations are a little bit rough, and some people noticed in like some of the models. So that's one of the things going against it. Like between that and the fact that it's a shard collector, but it seemed from what I played of it that it was not a very aggressively monetized game. Like a lot of those shard collectors are more aggressively monetized. This one was less aggressively I think actually, does Xenial Gamer play Dragon Champions too? I think he does too. But yeah, oh, there we go. Fire Ezio. But yeah, this is not an ad for Dragon Champions. I'm just saying, like, it seemed from what I played of it versus some of the other shard collector games, like, 'cause shard collector games are pretty rough on the wall. They're like, oh no, you need this new unit because it's just better than everything else you have. And by the way, you can only get it at, like, you can get it get it for free, but it's the 2-star version. And then you need to keep getting dupes and dupes and dupes and dupes and dupes, because then you get those shards. And then you get enough dupes, and you can craft the shards into 1 extra star level. It's like, oh, great. But from what I remember of Dragon Champions, it seemed like it was not as aggressive in terms of monetization. Like, it seemed like you could actually play the game. And, whatever. I don't know. But I didn't play it for a crazy amount of time. So, Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. It is from Electronic Arts, and it is a shard collector. And you know that is going to be... there's going to be some microtransactions in that. And by some, I mean all of them. Like, every part of the game, every little inch that they can shove a microtransaction. I shouldn't... Well, not that I shouldn't say that, but... That's implying that Electronic Arts is going to be worse with microtransactions than any other game. Like, mobile game developers are just... Electronic Arts has a bad rap because they put microtransactions in games that people pay full price for. But in terms of, like, mobile games, like, all the companies are that bad. Or worse. Because actually, my experience with Electronic Arts was not as bad as... It actually wasn't bad. They made me fill out extra paperwork, but aside from that... I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this extra paperwork. But aside from that, I didn't have a bad experience with them. So. Yeah. I think that's more of a... Like, we as mobile gamers... as mobile gamers... Nope. Like, we can't complain about EA because we play games from much bigger culprits of milking whales than EA does. Like, they have microtransactions, don't get me wrong, they have loot boxes, but like the games we play, like, they're all microtransactions and loot boxes all the time. Like, it's all manipulation. So it's like EA is just like, yeah, that's another company that does it. Like, we can't complain as playing mobile games because all the developers well, not all, most of them are very aggressively monetized with microtransactions up the butt. So our community, I feel, can't really complain about EA like the console gamers can. I mean, we can, but we'd be kind of hypocrites. So, speaking of hypocrites, I kind of feel like we might like try Lord of the Rings out, but I can't see myself playing it like long term, like for more than a week. We might do like a first impressions thing on it though. Aether Gazer from Yostar. Okay, you have my attention. Speaking of some of the developers that are not super terrible, what was the one? What Yostar did? They did. What was the game? Arknights? What did Yostar do? Why is it so... They do something. Listen, guys, they do a game. Show me the games. Show me the games. Yeah, Arknights. Arknights, Azure Lane, Mahjong Soul. Actually, I did play, as weird as that might be, I did play Mahjong Soul. I think that was the... Yeah, because I think I was looking at Yostar games at some point in the past. I was like, oh, they seem like not D-bags. And... Yeah, and I downloaded it and I was playing around with it. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, it's a different way of Mahjong than I was used to, I think, if I recall correctly. I don't know. It was a while ago. It was like a few years ago, but... What else? So these are the ones that... I think we're just going to leave this because these we can just see what units they're hoping to get. Do the wins. Oh, we should have done the wins when we had... We should have done the wins when we had a blessing. Obviously, they wanted something from the win scrolls. Or maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe they didn't. And they were like, oh, I just like summoning win scrolls. Cause farts. I don't know. People can have all their own reasons for summoning a certain kind of scrolls. Yeah, so let's see. Aether Gazer. That might be something I might. I don't play any more of these games. Oh, hold on. Is it Aether or Aether? Aether. Aether, right? Spectacular high-res graphics. It looks like a Punishing Grey Raven, kind of. Yeah, it's Yostar. I'd rather play a Yostar game than another company that I maybe I'm less fond of, but not that I really want to play a crap ton of new mobile gachas. Oh, here we go. Speaking of new mobile gachas, Wind Paladin. Very nice. Let's see if it's a dupe or not, shall we? And if it is a dupe, we'll cry. No, we'll not cry. We might cry. Oh, it is definitely a dupe. Okay. Look at all that defense. Oh, it's because it's speed defense. Okay. All right, I assume it's speed defense. It's something defense. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going over here because we are going to feed this for a blessing. Oh, right. We don't actually have to feed this for a blessing because we also do have this here. So I don't want to use this one just yet, though. Let us continue. Angel Fantasia Idle RPG. Okay, next. Oh, this is okay. This looks like just any. It could be any idle RPG. It looks like, yeah. Oh, my comment that I was gonna make about Kingdom Hunter Heroes, the one that's just like a city, like a cookie cutter city builder. Like you could just take AI and make all the graphics in that game. I mean, that's what they do. I mentioned this in the last Summit video, I think, possibly, but yeah, this is. Companies have been doing this for a while. I don't remember what the software is, but there's a software that's I believe the company that developed the software is in China, and a lot of the Chinese companies use that software for I used to remember that I used to know the name of it, but they make all the buildings for those city builder games with that like there's not actual people that are making it. It's just they just reskinned the last city builder with AI artwork. It's crazy. It really is. Man, it must be easier than ever to make terrible video games. All you have to do is get 10 people to spend on them, and then you're cash flow positive. LDs, legendaries, all tributes, transcendence. Oh, actually, let's do these first. Shall we? We shall. So, it's my 2 cents on. Let's do black tea, but well, they probably needed the sniper scalps more, I feel. Oh, and that's it for the exciting, the potentially exciting. It's just garbage. It's just garbage. And then we could take a look at all the rest of the mobile games coming out. Undawn, Watcher of Realms, Valiant Force 2, Harry Potter. Isn't Valiant Force not terrible? That's my that's my benchmark. Is it not? Oh, it's a grid-based like Final Fantasy strategy game. So that's Valiant Force 2 actually looks pretty good. Oh, they got something in here that looks like Leo, actually. Vanguard's Drake. They got chibi stuff, and may as well call this Summoner's War Tactics. Oh, now I got a good clickbait title if we do a first impressions on it. Summoner's War Tactics. People are like, wait, what? You can say that about any tactics game. You should just call it Summoners War Tactics. And then have people just very upset and feel misled by calling something that's obviously not Summoners War. Summoners War Tactics. I mean, they kind of did make a Summoners War Tactics, didn't they? And then no one played it. Well, some people played it for like a month. I don't think I'm sure there's like a few of you that actually play it that are watching this right now, but Summoner's War Lost Centuria, man, that was a rough drop. But we knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be a rough drop. I said it. People said I was toxic, but I called that. It's easy to see from a mile away. I actually did not mind the graphics at all. Some of you guys complain about the graphics. You're like, oh, the graphics look terrible. I'm like, I think it's just a different art style, right? Art is subjective, but my problem was with the gameplay. Like, it incentivized being a jerk. It incentivized waiting for someone else to do something. And well, that's some of the other games that are out on the market too. Like, you could say the same thing about Clash Royale. Is it incentivizes people being jerks. Oh, look at those. Look at that lovely suit. This is not going to work, right? Contrast doesn't care about... Okay, we'll do 20 summons. We'll do 20 LDs with the Ivor jiggles. Wait a second. Dark Sniper. Okay. We get one more lightning from these pieces, and we'll just keep jiggling Ivors. I don't care. I don't care if we jiggle. Doesn't really matter to me. So out of all the games, man, there's a lot of pre-registration games that are all terrible. That all look terrible. Undawn, Watcher of Realms, Valiant Force, Harry Potter Magic Awakened, Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth, Battle Stars, Peridot, Dawnlands, Warcraft, Arclight Rumble, Gunstars, Battle Royale, Kingdom Hunter, Heroes, Dual Blader, Idle Action, RPG. All these games. Oh! Tableau. Very nice. This is actually game-changing. I mean, not in every aspect of the game. But, yeah, Tableau is pretty solid. That is a solid summon if they don't already have it. Out of all of these games, there's got to be, what, 5 times... 5... So 60 games here. Over 60 games. Oh, I'm a jiggle Ivors then. If you're doing this. I'll jiggle them Ivors. Out of all of these, top 5 games, top 5 most, I think that have the most potential. Warcraft, Arclight Rumble, Harry Potter Magic Awakened, Valiant Force 2, Aether Gazer, and I don't even want to pick a 5th one because they all look so bad. I don't think we need to even pick a 5th one. Though that's it, those 4. Yeah, I think just those 4. I don't think I even want to pick a 5th one. I don't think anything deserves even. Yeah. Out of 60 games, I think 4 are worth seeing if they're good. Like just checking out at in any regard. Although I may have forgotten, you know how I roll. I may have forgotten about it. I may have been like, oh wow, this one is actually... wait, what is this? Ninja Battle Random Defense. Can this be our 5th? Oh, it's an idle RPG. Oh, I think we might have talked about this. Kind of cute art style. Set in the ancient East. Yeah, I don't know if that's really going to be anything crazy though. Oh, more lightning. I'll take all this lightning. I mean, it's not my account, but I'll still take it on his behalf. That's some pretty solid lightning for for the amount of scrolls we have done so far. I have to take this trash out. So I can smell the trash. I know you guys can't smell the trash. I can smell the trash, and I'm like, I gotta take this trash out. I don't know what I don't, because it's not food trash, but I must have put food trash in it. I must have done that, right? Oh, actually, let's put the other stuff in storage, and then we'll jiggle these snipers. This is the silliest. It's not. It doesn't even make any sense anymore. It used to be like jiggle. It used to look like them jiggling, but now it's just like it's just a sad. It's just sad. I don't think jiggling sniper is gonna get us any. Oh wait a second. Canna girl. Okay. Could have been the dark one. Could you imagine if there was actually, I'm sure I've said this a million times before. Could you imagine if there was actually like some kind of little trick where, because speaking from experience, there's little things that we put in the game where like if you tap a certain area of the screen 13 times, it'll have a debug menu pop up. Like we do that, right? Like I have been in the industry. That is something that we do. A lot of times it's for testing purposes. I mean, it's mostly for testing purposes, but you know, or there's like little Easter eggs or things like that. But can you imagine if there was actually a thing where it's like, oh no, you tap this spot 6 times and then the next thing you summon is an LD5. And people could just do that and just like summon like 20 LD5s and be like, okay, I'm selling this account. Do it to another. That would be crazy. That'd be an easy way to make like 100 grand pretty quickly. Just find that exploit. Some people's ears perked up right there. They're like, oh, easy way to make 100 grand, you say? Okay, I'm gonna click every piece of the screen every number of times, and then I'm going to just write a script for that. Just write a Python script, and you're good. There's always I don't know why it always has to be a Python script, but you know, I know you guys love Python. Some people love Python. Oh my god. Some people love that language. Like there is no other language to them. Like no, Python. Like okay, but there's like thousands of other languages. Like no, not in my mind. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Like you see it on LinkedIn and stuff, and it's like people like upset, like they can't think of anything or talk about anything that is not ML and Python. Oh, here we go. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna have to consult the tier list, I think. Not that big of a difference, but Water Chimera does edge out the Tashar just a bit. So we're going to go with that. As he's really like, I really wanted to. Oh, we probably should have read what he wanted. Yeah. Hold on. What do we get? Water Succubus. Was hoping I could get into a Saturday Summons or something before the Assassin's Creed event end. I'm hoping for any of the collab heroes I don't have yet. After that, anything new. Besides, I leave it to your best judgment if it helps. I'm more PvE than PvP. Oh, great. So this is like the best farmer in the game that we just didn't get for him. Awesome. Water Chimera is wonderful, though. Hoping to fill out the monster decks and get some new swag. Get some new swag? Get some new swag. Wind Mermaid? Man, I haven't used her in so long. There's some units I should just use to use. There's some things that are actually pretty good units that a lot of us just, you know, out of sight, out of mind, we don't think about. Like, for example, the Fire Robo. Solid unit. Really not a whole lot of people talking about him, making it very like obvious that he's a usable unit. But the people that do have him built and use him, they're like, yeah, he's kind of a violent counter. So they violent proc, and he increases attack gauge. And then he can AoE strip like the other robos. And he's a pretty solid unit. I have mine on Despair. I think Despair high resistance is pretty nasty. For the same reason as the Wind Onimusha. Onmyuji. Wind Onmyuji is good. She cuts in and she does nasty stuff. I have to change the runes on mine though. Well, we are getting new Assassin's Creed units. So that's one of the things that he wanted. New Assassin's Creed units. Alright, let's do Assassin's Creed scroll. SWC 2022 scroll. Yeah, it's been a while since we've... Did we get him? Oh, we did, right? We did get him this. So we'll do that one instead then. Does he have anything else? Okay, he really just wanted the Assassin's Creed units, looks like. Let's do these first. Man, I'm so tired. I don't know, like there's just like a certain part of the day where I just get so super tired. Or slightly tired. I'm tired enough that it's noticeable. But another 4-star Ivor. I think I promised you guys that I was gonna say. So I don't know. There's a soda in a straw, and the straw keeps floating up because of the carbonation, and then it just decides it doesn't want to exist in the glass anymore, and it just leaves the glass. And I don't touch it, and I don't do anything, and it just floats out of the glass and falls on the table, and it pisses me off. Just like everything else pisses me off. Okay, what do we have? We have legendary all attributes. We'll do the SWC 20A. We'll do these first. Legendary all attributes. Akila's another one. Usable unit. Solid unit. Possibly underrated. Depends. Oh, we got a LD. Got a late Choco Knight. Very nice. Very nice. Got a Susan. Could have been a dark one. Should have been a dark one, in my opinion. We got another Wind Ivor. We did get him new stuff though, so that's nice so far. We still have some more. Fire Dice Magician. I really wish we got some new 2As. I really wish. Okay, so SWC 2022. And then we'll do all the Transcendence. Should be fun though. Okay. More Choco Knights. I think they're gonna be good at some point. I think it's probably not gonna take that much to make them good. Alright. Transcendence. Here we go. We do have enough for a blessing, but we are going to use that on the Ancient Transcendence. Okay, Barbara. Is that new? Is that a dupe? Let's find out. It is a dupe, and it is not even skilled up. We almost have enough for... Well, we would have enough for 3 blessings. He doesn't need 3 blessings. He just needs 2. He didn't even skill up the first Barbara. So, I personally, I would keep a dupe Barbara, but... That's just me. Alright, so we are set. 3 blessings. We don't need 3 blessings, but we have 3 blessings. Now I'm going to have to It's gonna be a crazy. Oh! All right. Well, they're both dupes. So it is what it is. It is what it is. He'll have a blessing for later then. This is the important one. Ancient Transcendence. How much does he want to shard? Personally, I think that hold on, we can see the list. Let's see. Fire Sky Surfer. That's dumb. Really? I'm so very shocked. Apparently, people do not like the Fire Sky Surfer. They like Tashar better than Fire Sky. I'm gonna pick this though. I'm gonna pick this though. I think you guys are a little crazy. I said it. That's coming from me. That's saying a lot. All right, 9-year Transcendence. I think John is too good to pass up. I really like that unit. And we get a Tashar here. Okay, we get a Ladrill. I'm just going to pick whatever is the highest on the tier list. We got to... Actually, I'm going to pick whatever he wanted from his stuff. Oh, there's the John. I wouldn't have picked that anyway. So, oh, Shangpeng. Is a new assassin or is it Shangpeng? Shangpeng is the one we should pick because it's the better unit. There's also a Fire Assassin, which is new, which he wanted from the collab. I went back and I looked at what he had for his list in the 7-year special scroll, and Shangpeng was one of them, so we are going to pick Shangpeng. And if he wants the Fire Bayek, well, he also wanted Shangpeng. So either way, I think we're set. I think we're good, right? So now we can just take the Shangpeng and watch him like, oh, it was in my imagination. He wasn't actually in there. There's some good units regardless. Yeah, he's still got a lot of other good units to acquire. So I'll let him decide what he wants to do for the rest of those. I think that's it. Is that it? I believe that's it. All right, guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. He has the thing, the 9-year summon Nat 5 event thing not completed. So he's got a few. I think he's got a few of the things that we potentially summoned on that we didn't pick. Does he? I don't remember. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. That's the end of the video. You made it. Congratulations. I'll see you as always. Have a great weekend. I will see you as always in the next one.